So Happy Gilmore, we talked about last time because of the passing of Carl Weathers and how great Happy Gilmore was and all the characters and it's kind of like it also kind of like uh, lends itself to the second topic we had, which was there should be more violence in golf. Well, Happy Gilmore was a kind of a use case for that sort of idea. But Happy Gilmore 2 is coming. Adam Sandler obviously is in it, and I'm not sure who else is. I think Shooter is coming back, and they don't know if everyone is coming back that is still with us is coming back as characters. But Alan Covert's character Otto needs to come back, and everybody else. I think you would agree. But Happy Gilmore 2 represents a kind of a rarefied era of movie making because there was the movie Dorf on Golf, which was Tim Conway's
I
instructional
remember Dorf.
video.
Yep.
Dorf had a sequel, Dorf's Golf Bible, and then Caddyshack, which is the Cadillac of golf comedy movies, which we'll talk about in another episode. That had a sequel, Caddyshack 2. And you'd think there was so many unanswered questions from one, but really only one cast member from Caddyshack came back and was in Caddyshack 2. And there's lots of golf movies that we're going to be talking about over the span of this podcast, but a lot of golf movies don't have sequels. Happy Gilmore is a rare case that's coming out, and people are psyched. You know what I mean? So why wouldn't people be psyched for Who's Your Caddy 2, or Birdie and Bogey 2, or Pat and Mike 2, or The Caddy with Jerry Lewis? Like, why aren't there more follow-ups to some of these golf movies? And do we know? Do we care? What's the answer? Does anyone have an answer, an idea? Patrick? You look like the kid that doesn't want to be called on to answer this question.
Maybe the story was told and it was, they put it to bed and sent it away, and they looked at each other and they said, somebody said, yeah, how about a sequel? And the actors, the directors kind of said, I think this was good enough. Maybe they didn't make enough money.
Yeah, maybe that could be.
Maybe most of them were awful, and so a sequel. Happy Gilmore, as I mentioned last week, is I think I called it the Sistine Chapel
yes,
of Adam Sandler's artwork. The actor's name, Christopher, his last name escapes me, but the actor that plays Shooter McGavin. I think is a comparable to movie villains of the Darth Vaders, the Gordon Geckos. I think it was a comparable. I mean, he's up there in terms of movie villains. I just think it's probably because they weren't that maybe the original movie wasn't that great, but the original Happy Gilmore, fantastic movie and very popular. People love it. The original Caddyshack, great fan favorite. People loved it, made a bunch of money, and so a sequel, a search for more money, as Mel Brooks would say. I don't know. I'm a little surprised it took Happy Gilmore this long to have another sequel. I am curious to see what they did. They can get Julie Bowen to come back. Which golfers that agree to do cameos, kind of like in the first Happy Gilmore. I think you had Lee Trevino.
Sure.
Maybe they can get him to do it again. Who knows?
You've been watching a sneak peek of the Golftertainment podcast. Click on the link in the description to listen to the full episode. 4